The first silver baton goes to a dynamic series from CNN that I really love to watch and watched a number of times that tackles an important and potentially volatile issue, religious fundamentalism. In God's Warriors, Christiane Amanpour and her production team created 3 two-hour programs on the rise of fundamentalism in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Their reporting spans 7 countries and advanced a common theme. Religious extremists alienated by modern society are working to impose their beliefs on the rest of the world. In dozens of interviews with key political and religious leaders and ordinary citizens, Amanpour, can I call you Christiane? engages believers and also challenges those who defend violence as a means to their ends. In this excerpt, Christiane travels to Iran during one of its most important religious holidays, the Holy Week of Ashura.
Night after night during the Holy Week of Ashura, religious drama lights up the somber streets and neighborhoods of Iran. Shiite believers, God's warriors, raise the battle standards of their greatest hero, the martyr of all martyrs, Imam Hussein. Faith, they say, bears aloft this massive weight.
It's not our biceps, it's our beliefs that gives us our strength. That and our love for Imam Hussein.
To understand just how much they love Imam Hussein, who was the Prophet Muhammad's grandson, spend some time at these rituals. For Shiites, about 1/10 of all Muslims, his story represents the eternal battle against oppression and injustice, and the willingness to sacrifice even one's own life for that struggle. Which is what Imam Hussein did in 680 AD. In a fight over who would succeed the Prophet Muhammad, Hussein and his entire family were slaughtered in a heroic last stand that would lead to the bloody Shiite-Sunni rift that continues to this day. This passion play is performed by an amateur troupe of bakers and builders, and it's directed by a bus driver, Yahya Ali Mirzai.
When I see this play, my heart breaks and I cry, because Imam Hussein has answered so many of my prayers.
This is a very emotional play. What is the reaction from the crowd?
The people watching are also talking to God. As they shed their tears, they confide their troubles and ask for help in their lives.
The story may have happened 1400 years ago, but on Ashura, emotions resurface as raw as if it were just yesterday. I sat in the women's section of the audience, next to Nasreen.
I love Imam Hussein and I would love him to visit my home because I've seen the miracles he's performed. One day I was penniless and I didn't know what to do. But after praying to Imam Hussein, I found 50,000 riyals in my drawer. I have seen many such miracles.
Nasreen and the other women can watch, but they can't be on stage.
That's because Islam bars women speaking publicly when young men are present.
But in the story, there were women. His family were killed.
But back then, how shall I say it, young men were purer. Now we have to cast men to play the roles of women.
Christiane and I actually worked together at CNN in the early 80s in a much lesser capacity, and I have always admired her so much. I think she does her job with extraordinary conviction and character and obviously courage. So here to accept the silver baton for God's Warriors is Christiane Amanpour, CNN's chief international correspondent.
Thank you, my friend. And thank you all. And thank you actually to CNN executives, John Klein, who actually had the idea for this program. Katie, you forced me into that. Those who executed the program, however, were our team, Mark Nelson, the executive producer of CNN Presents, Kathleen Subrogin, Ken Schiffman, Andy Siegel, Mike Marklar, Cliff Hackle, Dave Timko, Julie O'Neill, and Jody Gottlieb. Thank you so much. I didn't know what clip they would be choosing, but it's interesting that it's the Iran clip because, as you know, a new administration has suggested that perhaps there will be a new way forward and perhaps engagement. It's interesting that you should know what you may be engaging with. We believe very distinctly and very, very importantly that good journalism matters. We're thrilled with this award. We realize and recognize the uniqueness of the DuPont, and it's so brilliant and fabulous to be here and among so many friends. I believe still in reporting without fear nor favor. I'm really delighted that at CNN, our documentary unit enables us to preserve what could be an extinct species, and that is picture-driven, on-location storytelling. I think this is a wonderful opportunity for us. And, as I say, good journalism matters, and one of the quotes that I have committed to memory is from your great Fred Friendly. It's over there at the journalism school, and it says, "Our job is not to make up people's mind, rather it is to make the agony of decision-making so intense that the only way to escape is by thinking." Thank you, everybody.